Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a City, closing in on that milestone of 200 episodes. 200 episodes on one series? Are you crazy? I'm crazy. So it wasn't until I watched or looked at the comment section of the water treatment plant episode where we finished it off completely that I saw someone put, AJ, where does all the rubbish go from your city? And I hadn't thought about that before. Not even once. We need to have somewhere that recycles all of the rubbish. We're a green city. We've got wind power. We're a very environmentally friendly city, I think, here that we're trying to build, which is quite strange for me, but we're building environmentally. So we need a recycling plant to take all the rubbish and make it into something else. Now, in my head, this little green triangle here that my cursor is over was a lot bigger. And I thought, I thought it was like up here. And I thought, yeah, I could build a recycling plant there. It's right by the industrial part of the city where all of the factories are. You know, all of the workers are going to come to. Cargo port factories here. Perfect. But then when I came over here, I realised that it's only a tiny little triangle. It's nowhere near what we need. The only other square that we've got nearby is right here. And one, I don't think that's really big enough here. And two, I don't like the location of it for a recycling plant. So I loaded up the overview image of the world to have a look to see what space we've got, and there was something that sort of stuck out to me that didn't quite make sense. If we go over to the space center here, you know the road, it's not 100% finished, the road here, but we've got a road that leads all the way up, this dead straight road that is on the edge of the ocean, and I like that. I like the look of that. What is that? That's the lighthouse, isn't it? Ah, it's the redstone in the lighthouse. You know, I should get rid of that, because that's probably causing a bit of lag. I'm sure it's either that or it's ladders in there. I can't remember. But anyway, so we've got this road, this long straight road that's going to turn in there and go through a tunnel to join up over there, isn't it? But what if we added a little bit of land off here and made like a little sort of subsection, like we did with the space station, like we did with the water treatment plant, and have the recycling over here? That way we've got boats coming not only off that side of the island at the cargo port, not only that side of the island with a cruise ship, that side we've got a submarine, and eventually we'll have a military base I want to have over there. We'll also have boats coming off this side as well, so it sort of surrounds the island, you know. It really puts into perspective that we're an island and the only way to get here is either by plane or boat. So yeah, I like that idea. What I'm going to do now is just cut away for a second and make a nice platform for us to start building and planning on, okay? Perspective. Okay, so I'll put a big, ugly square here for the moment. Don't worry, it won't have these sharp corners. It'll turn out nicely like this, where we'll round it off and bank it into the ocean. We might even connect it up to that bit of the grass. That could be nice, and actually extend the island out a little bit. This side we need to be careful of, though, because we definitely don't want it to be too close to the private island, do we? We want to sort of keep it a nice distance away, so we'll definitely curve that off to give us a little bit more room. There's plenty of room there, but more is always nice. I think this is going to be big enough as well for what we need. It doesn't need to be something absolutely gigantic, but we do want like a little boat or something, or some sort of little dock to be able to take the recycled goods away, or maybe the stuff that we can't recycle away, and to another city that can use it, that has facilities to be able to convert into something useful. Now, I know nothing about recycling plants, so I done some Google image searching, and I found a cartoon picture of a recycling plant that I think is going to be the most use to us. Let's grab a block. We'll just use any block here just to plan out some stuff. And basically what it sort of looks like to me, and this is what I had in my head, is we have a big sort of warehouse slash barn shaped building, okay? And this is gonna inside basically be a giant open area with mountains and mountains of plastic bottles and just other junk like that, you know, just rubbish, quite literally rubbish. So we'll have that down here. I'm keeping an eye on the little mini-map to see, you know, check scale in comparison to the island and the space that we've got. That's about right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then like a door for bin lorries to be able to go through. Do we have like rubbish cars in this guy, like in my mods? I'm sure I saw like some sort of rubbish truck. I got a cement mixer. I'm sure I saw one. I'm sure I did. I don't know what you'd call it. What do you call them? Garbage? Recycle? No, I don't know. Anyway, it'd be nice to have some bin lorries going in and out, so we just call them here in the UK. Now, off the side of that, we have the facility that converts it to whatever it's going to convert it to. We don't really know. Do we make plastic bottles into something else, or do we make glass into something else, or do we have facilities for both? Not quite sure. So we want to have a nice shaped sort of area here. Again, I'm using a cartoon picture as inspiration for this, which is going to be challenging, to say the least. I think it'll work. I want to bring that out by one more block. Maybe 2 more blocks. Like this. So this is, I'm just literally designing strange and different shapes at the moment. You shouldn't really understand too much where I'm going with this at the moment. It wouldn't, you know, it's not at a point where I'd go, yeah, now you guys should be able to envision what I've got planned. Like that. And like that. So basically, that's the big pile of rubbish. This is like an access into where the factories are that'll go up conveyor belts and melt them down and do whatever. Then on the cartoon image, it has, well, it has it like here, but then this is going to be wasted space for us that we're not going to be able to use. How would I like use up that space? I find it really difficult, so I'm going to make it a little bit thinner. I'll leave a little gap there because I don't want it to be touching. Okay, but then this is going to be I don't know, some sort of exhausts is what they seem to be. Chimneys that go off it. I don't know if they pump out good or bad stuff. I mean, it's a recycling plant, so it should should be pretty friendly to the environment. Maybe it's just water vapor and stuff like that that you get out of a lot of factories. So then this is going to have some sort of chimneys off it like this. I could move that over by 1 and actually use our space efficiently. Could I fit 2 in? Or 3 in? Yeah, I can fit in 3 like that. Good. I wanted 3. 3 is always better than 2. Everything's better in a 3, isn't it? Okay. So then there was the chimneys. And on the back here, we have 2, what seem to be, on the picture, silos. I don't know if that's where they store chemicals or something to be able to break down some of the stuff. So we'll just do a little basic circle like that. Again, they don't need to be big. We do want 2 of them though. I might make that over by 1. So we have a little bit more space between them. 2 blocks should be enough. In fact, I probably want it symmetrical, so it goes right out to the edge of that building there. So this one, let's do 1 in. So I'll move that one over. I'll have to move that other one over as well. And then that one. Oh no. Okay, I done it that way around. No. I gotta move them in. I've got to move them in. It's not gonna look right to me otherwise. So we'll just shove those in like that. It's quite hard to do that, to move the move by 1. Okay, so that's moved over in by 1, and then this one needs to be moved over in by 1. That one. Oh, the brain work that you have to do for that. Okay, there we go. So I moved them in. That's nice now, nicely centered. And that's the sort of plan for what we have here. Moving my feet. This area is going to be like parking zones for workers and garbage trucks and stuff like that. And then we always need to have one of these, sort of like a reception, well, not a reception, like a guard almost. I always have a guard booth. You know, you see these most commonly. We don't have these too often in the UK, but in America they're quite common. They're like a little booth that's, you know, a security guard sits in, and they have like a little gate on the door on the road that, you know, allows certain people to come in that are authorized. But yeah, you see them on Grand Theft Auto a lot and stuff. You drive through the barriers, and then the security guard starts shooting at you, and then you usually die, or I do at least. So that's going to be our plan here. Now it's time to get some height. I think the most important, we need to think about like readability of the area, and what do we want to draw the attention to. And obviously we want to draw attention to the barn, or that's the main focal point, not necessarily draw attention to it, but that's the main focal point of this area. So we need to make sure we get this height right, because that's going to make the scale for everything else easier to determine. Now, I don't know what block I want to make it out of. I think I probably want to have a combination of bricks and snow, because bricks is just a nice material to build out of. It's brick, and the snow is nice and white and nice and recycled, clean looking. So if we can get a combination of the two, that would be cool. So let's replace, what is it, 35.5 with brick? I think that's what it is. It's not. 35.3. I was close. 35.3 with brick. And for the moment, let's just raise it up however much we need. Now, I know I can stack, but stacking I always... Oh, I already had it there. Stacking I always find not really that helpful, because you end up going either too high or too low. By doing it just one layer by a layer, you get to see really quickly, you know, am I at the right height? Yeah, that's about the right height for what I want here. So then we can cap off the top of the garage doors, or yeah, I suppose it's a garage door on there. And then we're going to have like a very low-ish triangle, so maybe going up every 2 blocks. I'm going to keep it all bricks for the moment, and then we'll put in the snow afterwards. So every 2 blocks I'm going up one, so we don't get too sharp of a triangle peak on here. It flows a little bit nicer. Like that. Yeah, that's a really nice angle, isn't it? The brick at the moment is... Oops. The brick at the moment is definitely too much. Just looking at it from a glance here, we can tell that it's too red. It's too much red, not enough colour, doesn't look clean enough, looks very industrial, looks very boring, there's no detail. It's hard to get detail in brick buildings because of the texture itself. It's a very repeating pattern, and it's hard to get your eyes to focus on anything when you're moving around it and stuff. But yeah, let's go with that. Let's go maybe the bottom white, the top white, and the middle white. In fact, oh no, that would make it too stripy. What if we just done the bottom and the one below the top? Let's try that, shall we? Oh, that's already selected. Replace brick with snow block. So that'll do that one. And then the one below the top is always just a nice touch to do. I think it always looks nice. You could do the top and the bottom, but I think the one below the top is going to work just as well for us. There we go. Maybe even incorporating some lime in. Lime is a recycle. It's a green. You know, maybe in a logo here, can we do like a... If I moved it up by 1. Just like a little green circle there. Maybe with... It's a nice simple recycling logo. Sort of makes sense. I know recycling is usually like some sort of arrows going round, like in a triangle or something, but that will stand out more. Once the building and the roof is on, that'll actually work, I feel, a little bit more. I would like to have some more green though lined in the building. Maybe when it comes to the factory part, we'll do it white with a hint of green, or like with green stripes on it. That'll work, and the main building is a sort of brick one. I think that'll be good. For the roof, we could probably just get away with full blocks and putting some slabs in afterwards. On the cartoon image, it's actually like a dark navy blue, which looks actually really quite nice. If that's going to work for us, I don't quite know. I'm going to go with this one, because I've never built a roof out of this colour. It blends in too much with the... Have we got a lighter one? Blends in too much with the brick. You know, it looks really clean. It looks really clean. I think that could work. So we're going to go with 3 blocks for the first one, because it needs to hang over the edge. And it's going to go with 2 blocks. All the way up. I love how it just misses that logo. Like that. And then a nice 3 at the bottom, just so we get a nice overhang. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty cool. We might even be able to do... some sort of stripes over the top in certain areas or something as well. All right, anyway, let me put the roof on. I'll be back. All right, there's the roof on. Looks really clean, really nice, but really boring at the moment. There's nothing on the roof to make it stand out. There's two things that I can think of. One is stripes, and two that it has on the picture, which I really like, is like little parts that stick out, and I don't really know what they do, but I like them, so I'm going to do them. So we're going to have one that comes out like this. That's all they are. Just like little bits that come out like that. They have 3 of them. I don't know if I can get 3, and maybe I should have started in the middle. Where's the middle point? About there. Boop. If we go maybe a 5. And then that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 3 blocks in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just makes the roof look a little bit more interesting. There's a little bit more to it there. It only has it on the left side. It doesn't have it on the right side. But just as a test, I don't know if it'll work or not. Just as a test, let's put over some green on here as well. Try and emphasize the recycling factor. I don't know if I like it. I don't. We take it away. That's all that was needed. Maybe a good idea to sort of lessen the boring and the flat factor of the colour of this roof. I like the roof colour, but I need more to it. Is maybe to just add more in, or more colours in. Pause 2. So if we maybe we do add some of these in. Maybe we add, maybe not the darker ones. I want another colour like similar to this, like really close to it. You know, maybe sandstone. Maybe that's a little bit too yellow of a block. But I think it could work. Let's try it. 159, 159.8, and sandstone will work. Or is it 24.2? If I just do 24.2. There we go. Just so I know what it is. 159 and 159.8. Replace, what is it, 159.8 with 159.8, because that's the original block. So we want to keep that in there. 159 and 24.2. Now, I think that'll be too even of a split. I think I want to have more of the original colour, but we'll see what happens. Wrong way round. 159, 159.8, and 159. Yeah, see, that's horrible. Is what it is. Maybe we've gone the completely wrong way. Maybe we shouldn't start with that. Let's just try what I thought and just add some more of the original in and just lessen the accent colours. Okay, it actually looks a little bit better. Oh, it actually changed to grey as well. Interesting. And the green. No. I think we've gone wrong with the roof. I don't think that's maybe a good roof to go with. Maybe we stick with what we know and we go with the andesite with 112. Mate, let's try it. 112. Or we make the whole thing green. What's green? 159.5. You know, that works. I think I like that. I think, yeah. That's what I think we're going to go with, and just make the whole roof green. We wanted more green, and we wanted to be able to emphasize that. It's not that far outlandish, because the original picture has, like, this dark blue on it, on the cartoon. That's what we're basing it off, so just changing that to a green isn't such a bad thing. Okay. I'll just put these back in, and then I think it's time to end off the episode, guys. We've got a lot left to do, but I think it's a really good start. You know, getting the locations down for the different sort of modules of the building is really important. I think we've got a really nice sort of layout here. Plenty of room for nice car parking spots. Plenty of room to be able to terraform the land a little bit when necessary. I don't know. I think I might join that up there and just have a little bit of a beach road there or something like that. Because it just isn't going to make sense otherwise, is it? But yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.